Yo. Welcome to another episode of Rap Reviews. I'm your host.
Already?
Yeah, we started, dog. I'm doing the intro.
He's literally doing the intro.
Anyway, I'm your host, Romano.
I'm Chris Cross.
I'm K-Rock.
Big Al.
You know, I didn't interrupt you there. I could have. So
You
I gave you the time you needed.
I'm
Yeah.
a little bit
Unlike
startled.
you.
I thought we were going to do like a little bit of mess around before we got straight into recording, but here we go.
No, I'm keen just to go.
We don't have
straight
time for
in.
that shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I have chosen for today's episode a song called "Screen Door" by Vince Staples. This is
Cool.
the third track on his debut EP, "Screen Door."
You need to do some of these before the show. New York's unique, New
Yeah.
York.
Nom, nom,
She
nom,
sells
nom.
seashells by the seashore.
I was reading all day, so I thought my wording would be on point. Unfortunately, not.
No, reading doesn't equate to speaking well.
What's
Yeah.
the word?
What is that? Funny you say that, because the intro to the song starts with
Yeah, funny.
Aston Matthews. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? You are now about to witness the strength of narcotics.
Is that a play on?
Yeah, NWA.
Mm,
The end. What's straight out of Compton?
yeah. You're about to witness the strength of
Street
Street
knowledge.
knowledge.
Street knowledge.
Yeah.
Street knowledge.
So is that Vince paying a bit of homage to his West Coast roots? Do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
And the guy Aston Matthews is a Guatemalan rapper, and he's also in a little group that they've formed called Cutthroat Boys, which comprise of him and Joey Fats.
Cool.
So there you go. Doesn't really have much. He has the intro and the outro of this song. It's good.
Oh,
It's
nice.
good.
And he still gets a feature.
Well, no, he's not written on the. He's not written.
I'm pretty sure on the Wikipedia page he gets a mention as being featured.
Oh, cool.
That is the laziest feature. Like, good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The outro is almost nonsense, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so hook is who's peeping in my screen door? I got what you need, what you fiend for, and repeat.
So Vince is painting
Ooh.
like a picture of this silhouette that he's seeing at his heavily screened door. Like, I'm guessing it's quite a dark fly screen to prevent any bugs from getting in. A lot of bugs in South Central
Sure.
or Long
Yeah.
Beach. Is he from Long Beach or?
He was born in Compton, moved to Long Beach. North side Long Beach.
True.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah. So basically, yes, I do. So basically, he's got fiends a knocking at his door.
There's
Yeah,
people
and
there,
also
yeah.
just for, I think you'll probably get this, Chris, Kieran, because I know you love this song. But for Chris and Alan, this song really takes place of him looking at his father, like as a young child, and his father was a dealer.
I'm sure we'll get to it soon, but his father's name is Nate, right?
That's-
Isn't there a reference to him in the song?
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
Yeah, like,
okay.
but basically the whole song is essentially talking about his father. So when you hear the lyrics and read the lyrics, try to think it's more of the point of view of his father.
I always assumed it was referring to Nate Dogg for some reason, and then it's just me not.
No,
yeah.
Nate Dogg
Like
is
a
not Vince
continuation.
Staples' father.
Yeah, I know it's not his father. I just
Can
thought
you
it was a
imagine?
reference.
That'd be cool.
A continuation of regular.
Yeah,
They've gone from the night out to dealing drugs.
yeah.
It's one of the women he impregnated after he killed those people. All right. First line is Bobby Johnson ain't my OG. This ain't no movie role. Pops was off the OE, tripping, getting his Tukey on.
Is the OG referring to? No, never mind.
Do you know what OG stands for?
It's
right?
original gangster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one hasn't been annotated on Genius yet. And initially, OG Bobby Johnson is a song by a guy named Q. It came out in 2013. And there's an actor named Bobby Johnson. So I thought that was it. But then I found out there was a movie that came out in 1992, a crime drama called South Central.
Yeah.
It did well as an indie movie, and I think it got a lot of praise. But anyway, the main character, his name is Bobby Johnson. So the line, Bobby Johnson ain't my OG, this ain't no movie role.
Ah,
It's
that
like
would
this
make
is real
sense.
life for
Yeah.
him. He doesn't consider this to be like some fantasized drug dealing world.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't just come up with stories. Like, this is like real shit.
This
that's
is
going
this
on.
like especially this song comes from what seems like all real experiences that he went through
yeah.
growing up.
Nice.
Okay, so Pops was off the OD, tripping and getting his Tukey. Also, Tukey was a Crip, I believe.
So
Who-
he's off the. Did you say the old E, which
Old-
we've referred to in previous episodes?
The old English.
Old English,
Is this the
malt
same
schlicker.
turkey that Schoolboy Q refers to a lot?
Possibly, yeah. This guy's I think he's a relatively famous Crip who was known for multiple killings.
Okay.
And Vince is affiliated with the Crips, hence the song Blue Suede.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll be back after this short ad break.
Screen dolls. Get your security screen dolls at Jimmy's, Alexandria.
Bolted on by a professional. These are impenetrable to bullets.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
All right, and we're back. We fixed Alan's audio problems.
Are we recording? We're good?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thunderbird with the gold D's, a felon and parolee. McDonald's for the double cheese. Pockets fit a couple note C notes.
Isn't this
So,
referring to One Hit Wonder Rich Boy? The McDonald's one.
Yeah, apparently. Which I haven't heard that song, but apparently that is a reference.
I read that like 10 minutes.
What era was this one hit wonder?
I don't know. I just know his name was Rich Boy, and he did a song, and apparently he refers to, cheeseburgers or some shit.
Yeah.
So he's not actually talking about going down to the local Mickey D's and stocking up.
Well,
on
maybe he is. Maybe it's
on
like a
some
double
cheeseburgers.
meaning. Everyone likes, some good Mickey D's.
That's true. And also, like, McDonald's is known for their drive-by, right?
Ah.
And it's his dad's basically popped into a Thunderbird with some gold D's, which is like rims and wheels, and he's a felon, parolee, and he's got his pockets are full of C notes, which are the monies,
Yeah.
the dead presidents.
So like a C note refers to a particular like note or
$100
it's
bill.
just- Ah, okay.
Fun fact that this is a site called Lyrics. It's been used in 92 lyrics by 23 artists, over 100 albums, matching with the word
C
C
note.
note.
There you go.
Beautiful. I'm kind of curious to know what other songs it's mentioned
Yeah.
in, but we won't delve into it now.
Yeah, I got a whole list of them that we could talk about, but we won't.
No, moving on.
So the next part is C notes, and then notes up on the screen door saying pack it up and leave, but we don't read those because the money's coming faster than your bitch. All my life I wanted to be a rich.
So he's talking about like eviction notice, and
That- Yeah, that's it.
and then like we don't listen to those. Like we don't give a fuck. We're
And
not
then-
going to move out.
And then the money's coming faster, like it's a play on the word come. Like he's alluding to the fact that this person's bitch orgasms in a rather quick amount of time and the money's coming in, so why the hell would he pay
Just-
attention to these
Yeah.
eviction notices?
Just as quick, yeah. Do you want to see it? And a genius annotation is coming, double entendre, orgasm during sex, the consistency of his cash flow.
Who came
Actually-
up with that definition? What was the username?
It was anonymous, actually.
Oh,
Harry Burden 32.
What? Where'd you read that?
Created by Harry Burden 32 4
Would you
years ago.
You have to click on contributor.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Harry Bird.
Harry
There you
Burden.
go.
But homie, let me proceed. Pops was moving Slowpoke. That was way before the codeine.
Way before the codeine.
So codeine has the effect on your body
Yeah.
of slowing things down.
I guess there's two of you that don't know how to speak tonight.
Sounds like I'm on codeine myself. It has like the effect of sedating you and making you not be able to talk like I just did then.
This one's actually kind of like with the rest of the song. It's kind of difficult to annotate. One, because there's no help on Genius, but two, because Slowpoke isn't really a drug that I could think. Like I tried to do some research on Slowpoke, and I didn't come up with anything. Everything was actually referring to like
The
actually,
Pokemon.
Can we quickly go through this Urban Dictionary? How it just descends into chaos.
Yeah,
Okay,
go.
So
okay.
Slowpoke, a generally playful and friendly term for a person who takes their time and or moves slowly, usually does not imply a person is mentally slow, merely physically slow. Innocent enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. An unnecessarily slow person, not mentally, just physically. It's like, okay, we get it. That was another person.
Yeah.
Slowpoke, a water psychic type Pokemon that evolves into Slowbro at level 37.
And Slow King with King's Rock.
Yeah. Nerd. Anyway, it's like, thanks, bro, I guess. And then the fourth one is a retarded pink Pokemon that kills you with psychic moves. He's even got a little thing going. Trainer, go Slowpoke. Slowpoke, duh. Trainer, Slowpoke, use psychic. Slowpoke, duh. Boom. No, it keeps going. Slowpoke, this is the fifth. This is the most I've ever seen, by the way, on Urban Dictionary. The sexiest Pokemon alive can also use to be used to describe mentally retarded people or in the harassment of people. But check out some of this person's writing.
Look, they're very different in their tones of like approaching Slowpoke,
So
but like the same message of being.
I don't remember him being that retarded though.
When we get this
He's
out.
a pretty retarded Pokemon. He just sits there like not doing anything.
Yeah.
You guys got to check this example though. I was playing Pokemon, but my Slowpoke made me so horny I had to have some sex. The second example is that kid is such a Slowpoke. I mean, really, who'd shove an iron penis into their skull?
I'm sorry, but I don't see the appeal in Slowpoke. Slowpoke looks like fucking Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants with a shell on his tail.
Slowpoke
That's
made me
Slow
so
Bro.
horny.
Slowbro, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the sixth one is a person who takes obnoxiously long time to poke you back on Facebook.
Do people still
Yeah, I
poke
was
these
gonna
days?
say, are you still able to poke people on Facebook?
That was written
Yeah,
on January 8th, 2012. So back then that was
Oh,
when,
okay.
I guess,
Back when poking was like the acceptable form of like communication between one
I
another.
still occasionally get poked
really?
By who? By girls?
by random people, like people I've got.
I feel like I haven't been poked in like 10 years.
Do you think it's like a come on if
Like-
someone pokes you?
You know,
That's how it used to be,
a
though,
few
wasn't it?
months
Like a bit of
ago, couple
flirtation?
people did
Yeah.
it to me, and I was like, this must be a mistake.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's just a way, like
Yeah.
you're not lazy. I mean, like you're too lazy to send like a proper message. So you just poke them to be like, hey, I want to talk, but
Yeah, that was
I
like.
can't.
Remember on MSN that you could get that massive fist that would just knock on the screen?
Or the thing that just would shake their screen
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
That was fucking annoying.
It was.
that someone
But
did-
hey, it would get your attention.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. Pops was moving Slowpoke. That's way before. So I think just drugs in general. He was moving drugs
Yeah.
way before the codeine, which I guess is the more popular one on the streets these days.
So is he saying that his dad is like taking a long time to push the quantities of drugs he's got, but now that he's in a later stage of his career, it's coming faster than
Someone's
your
bitch.
yes.
Yeah.
Can I have a go at defining this line?
You sure?
Well, I saw this as my pops was moving Slowpoke, so he was dumb as shit before he started doing codeine.
So what?
Oh.
Codeine's made him like smart, switched on.
No, because codeine still it slows down your brain, right? Like,
Yeah.
it makes you dumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I
That would
think
make that makes so much more
When I first read
sense.
it, I saw it as like, my dad was dumb before he even started doing codeine.
That's actually, and that ties in all those Slowpoke definitions that I read out before.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I think that really works. Just methadone and powdered H to junkies with the sour faces knocking on the screen door asking for their homie Nate.
Well, obviously the methadone is used to treat people. Not treat, but like used as a substitute for heroin when you're trying to get off it.
But then he says powdered H as well.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
guess
powdered heroin, like heroin. Yeah.
it's doing both. He's selling both.
And,
Like he's getting them addicted, but then also
Yeah.
feeding them like the antidote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure like I'd be criticized for calling it an antidote, but not the right phrasing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think anyone will get offended by that.
I think it was pretty straightforward. They're knocking on his door. Knocking
And
on Nate's door.
the sour faces, I think, refers to like the sunken in jaw
Yeah.
of a crack fiend.
Of a junkie.
Yeah. Knocking on the screen door, asking for their homie Nate, which, like you said before, is
dad.
Vince's
Yeah.
pops. 10 to 20 each, 4 p.m. he leaves, so don't be late. Mum was off to work asking me if anybody came to kick it with my dad or was he chilling in the alleyway. He was in the alleyway, that's what he'd always have me say. Slanging for them bills he had to pay somebody at the door.
Ooh, that's a lot to unpack. But from what I gather, his dad was telling Vince that regardless of what Nate was doing, he'd always have to tell his mum, who sounds like a real hard taskmaster, he was out there in the alleyway selling drugs, making money for the family. Even if he was like slacking off, watching cartoons at home, he'd always be out there in the alleyway speaking to the junkies.
He's out there
getting the
trying to
money.
make a living, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And I think the 10 to 20 each is like Vince almost telling these crackheads, like, it's $10 to $20 each for one vial of crack. I don't know how it works.
So he's like, Vince is like front of house, whereas his dad is the actual dealer.
yeah. And then he's saying to these same people, 4 p.m. he leaves, so don't be late. So like that's your time when you can
Yeah.
buy your drugs off Nate.
Yeah.
But then the rest of it is just like you said. No matter what, he had to always say that he was in the alleyway, and for most of the part, I guess he was in the alleyway actually dealing drugs.
Yeah.
Because mum will always know, when he comes back with no money, she'll be like, Nate, what the fuck were you doing all day?
Yeah, I guess like if she wants her husband to be earning as much as she is,
Yeah.
she's got a job. I see her point
Did
of
she
view.
have a legitimate job? Do we know this much about Vince's mum?
Yeah, well, she's off to. Oh, yeah, she must be. She's up off work asking me if anybody came. So she's just got back from work.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
shout out to Vince's mum.
And she was the one that actually made them move to Long Beach,
Away from Compton.
away from Compton, because of the crime rate was so high. All right, verse 2. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Pots on top of the furnace, Glocks on top of the kitchen, tables is turning, now my father is tripping.
Pots on top of the furnace. Are they cooking some of the drugs themselves? Are they buying like the raw ingredients and boiling it down into some kind of product?
Yeah, I think it's either setting the stage for just a normal kitchen or, just create...
Yeah. I think he's setting a
Cooking
stage
crack.
of just the household.
Like a normal suburban kitchen that there's like they're
But
cooking
there's also
food, but
Glocks
there's-
there as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Like, the pot is a normal part of the kitchen, just like the Glock.
Yeah, that's just as normal as having the pots there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not actually like buying in raw fucking opium poppies and boiling it down themselves. They're actually getting the made product and dealing it off themselves.
Well, there is absolutely no annotations on Genius for this entire verse, so it can be whatever we want it to be, baby.
No, I reckon it's probably not mine. I'd go with what you guys just said.
It could be both. It could be
Yeah.
somewhere in the middle. Tables is turning. Now my father is tripping. He's shooting, sniffing, and sipping. Pigs recruiting them stitches because testimonies from homies can lead to longer convictions.
I love that line.
Such a good line. Yeah.
Basically, he's saying that the cops are going around trying to round up all of his friends who might have information on Nate or Vince, because if they can get testimonies from them, they can lock them up for a longer time.
And what was the bit about stitches?
Pigs recruiting them stitches.
So stitches as in snitches?
Snitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, snitches. I keep saying stitches.
Oh, so it's snitches.
Snitches, yeah. So.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that whole like snitches get stitches. Trying to
Yeah, no, actually-
wordplay.
Yeah, I thought as well. Because, we did that part. Police knocking at my door, pretending nobody hearing. Police knocking down my door with judicial system permission.
They got a warrant, yo.
Yeah.
But until they get that warrant, Vince and his family will ignore the pigs huffing and puffing and trying to blow down their screen door.
That LAPD though, they can be a bit corrupt, from what I hear from the movies I watch.
Yeah. Well, one of the most corrupt police forces in the world, right? Or it was at one stage.
Yeah, especially like in the 80s and shit.
Yeah, 80s, 90s.
In the world, really?
I don't know, maybe in just North
They were
America.
notorious for being like super corrupt in like the 90s.
Maybe in the
and
Western
80s
world,
and stuff,
it would be
yeah.
the most corrupt. Yeah.
I guess at like the height of like the Rodney King.
Yeah.
Beating.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's somewhat corrupt. Contraband is where we live and hope I don't get thrown away. In the prison, dogs are sniffing, backyard full of canes.
So he's got contraband in his vicinity, which could be the evidence that the police need to lock him up for a long time. Canes in his backyard, is that referring to cocaine?
Yeah, I think so.
As in like sugar cane? As in.
Yeah,
I think-
dogs are sniffing backyard full of canes. So I guess they're...
like full of canines.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So they're just, when they've busted through the house, they've got the sniffer dogs out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, catch a case and knock it out. Fighting every day, choppers circling, cause they chop hard on the blade.
What does chopping hard on the blade mean?
Yeah.
Do you have a definition?
No, because choppers we know is either a helicopter or a AK-47.
Yeah, I think it's an AK.
But choppers hard on the blade.
But choppers circle because the N-word chop hard. So like,
That's a helicopter to me. Like,
yeah, that sounds like a helicopter in
Because they
this.
circle and then the blade with the blades of the helicopter.
Yeah. But the only thing is, I think it's because like they're chopping hard on the blade, maybe cutting
I
up.
think it's a double. It's
Yeah,
a double
like
meaning.
like
kind
the
of thing.
chopper's cutting through the air, but they're also down below cutting up the drugs.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Got broads on the base, slanging rude. We banging too. Where you from? If they got that back, we got that back. We clapping coming through.
Broads on the base, I always think of that scene in American Gangster where they bust through that house and there's all those shirtless girls, their titties out, and they're chopping up that raw
Yeah.
opium or whatever it is, or raw like cocaine before it's turned into cocaine.
You know why
Is
they're
that what
naked? You know why they're naked in that as well.
So they can't hide anything?
Yeah, they can't steal anything.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of like drug cartels would do that. they'd make everyone who would prepare the drugs or
Strip down
nude so no one tries to take an 8-ball home with them.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's cautious business.
Yeah, and I think you might be right, or he's just saying that him and his dad have gotten many a women addicted to the drugs.
True.
Could be one or the other, maybe a double meaning.
And where you from, if they got that back, we clapping through, I think it's like they're going to kill his enemies. That one's a hard one, honestly.
We got them back, we're clapping through.
We got that back, we clapping coming through.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's got his homies' backs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who his homies are in this particular circumstance. Maybe Nate has subcontracted dealing to other friends in the neighborhood, and he's got to protect his assets, you know? Like, this is business for him.
Yeah. That's an interesting... that's a way of going for it. I have nothing, so...
Fire and blanks here.
Chris has got nothing. Alan is staring at the lyrics like a beautiful mind trying to work it out.
Yeah, maybe if you stare at them for long enough, something will
just
jump
come-
out
just
of
come
the
to you.
screen.
If
from
they
you.
got back, we'd be clapping through, right?
Mm-hmm.
I reckon that's like where you're from. If someone's from another area, like they'll be clapping through, like they'll be like fighting through.
No, yeah, kind of like the Warriors.
Yeah.
So, like, if someone's encroaching on their turf,
Yeah.
it'll be very territorial.
They'll be territorial.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They'll fight anyone who comes onto their.
Their they're like their perimeter where they deal
Their
within
hood,
the
yeah.
confines.
Because it's all about territory and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, Alan.
Like,
Yeah.
clapping can also refer to like punching someone in the face.
Can
Clap,
it?
or like the sound of a gunshot
Oh,
is
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like a clap.
Yeah.
All right,
Jeez.
going dumb. 40 selling water, profit from the slums since we was young. Money being the motive.
Well, I guess it's just all about trying to make that dough.
Yeah,
It's what they originally started
Yeah.
slinging 40s, like 40-ounce malt liquor.
yeah, and replacing them with water.
Oh, so he was trying to like you water down your alcohol so you get more of it and you
And-
can make more profit,
And thus, they probably do that with the crack cocaine.
which is a
Yeah.
very shady way to do business. But I guess, you know, in the illegal drug trade, there really are no
Yeah, it's hard to
Kinda
have
shady
ethics.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or ethics, or like a certifying body to come over and look and make sure that your drugs are up to scratch.
I don't think there's much quality control in the drug game.
I'd probably hazard a guess that there are no kind of
Yeah.
quality controls.
Okay, so let's get some guns and dough. Bruh, I love them guns and dough. Find me slanging for the low. Come around, you get domed. Somebody at the door.
Saying if anyone comes on, onto their property when they're not meant to, they're going to take them out.
Yeah, you know what domed means?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's video
Get
game
shot.
term. Shot. Yeah.
I think kind of what Chris is saying. They love to get the money from a young age, and he's wrapped up in the lifestyle and he loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's good with that.
Willing to commit homicide to protect his little venture.
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, I read somewhere today that Vince said he got into dealing drugs because he wanted, and the gang life because he wanted to kill someone.
Because he
Shit.
wanted to kill someone.
Yeah.
So he had these homicidal thoughts at a young age. Some could call that almost psychopathic.
Yeah, I guess the environment he's been brought up in as well.
True.
Yeah, I mean, in that kind of environment, it's probably like glorified a lot. Like
Yeah.
getting a first kill and stuff like that.
For sure.
When like you grow up with like your father's a gangster and your
And
uncle's
like
a gangster.
he
your
would
brother's
have
a
probably
gangster.
grown up listening to 90s rap,
Yeah.
which highly glorifies
murder,
gangs and
gang
violence.
and stuff.
Mm.
Exactly. What is it like? Nature versus nurture.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is Aston Matthews. Hello, what's the word? Fuck you doing, man? Brup, brup. He literally does these kind of
Burp, burp.
noises. Que pasa, Gotti? What's bracken? Huh? I didn't get any.
Did you say mang instead of man?
Mang? Yeah,
Mang.
mang.
Mine.
What are you
Got
talking
five
about, mang?
motherfuckers down with all that dizzy. You know, because we really out here tripping. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Right there, we wildin'. Jeep. Blah, blah.
Burp, burp.
Whatever you need, I got it. Just come with demands.
Hey.
Oh, I get you socked on. Hey, cha-cha.
Burp.
This is kind of like an outro where it's not really like it's the beat is fading and he's kind of just like,
Yeah.
He's just finishing off the song.
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
talking some shit over the end of the track.
And I don't think me and Alan did him justice. It does sound a lot cooler when he says it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it is a lot of gibberish from what I can read. Some of it is in Spanish, though.
Que pasa means just what's up.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up,
Yeah.
Daddy?
I think
Whacking.
he's just hanging around and just saying he's kind of he's imitating the day-to-day drug dealer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, what's going on? You need some drugs? Cool, we got it. If you fuck with me, I'll have you killed.
Sure. We'll
To
go with
surmise
that. Yeah.
Straightforward and honest.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. We're gonna give it some numbers.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 310.
Ooh,
Wow.
310.
Yeah, 310.
Care
That's
to,
all right.
care to elaborate?
I didn't think there was anything like... I know rap songs don't have to be deep or meaningful, but it's nothing I haven't heard before, you know? Just didn't blow me away.
Fair
And by the way, like 250 is average. So remember we spoke about this last time. So 310
Yeah,
is
we
good.
did.
Yeah.
I think we overrate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why we're taking these ratings so personally. Anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to take it personally because I'm going to give it a 490. This song,
Whoa, okay.
this song, I think he captures his image of drug dealing just so well. It reminds me a lot of like how Mobb Deep used to rhyme. That was not kind of glorifying their violence. It was just speaking truthfully about how it is. And I think he tells the story in such a great way. And it was one of the first songs that for a long time I was kind of very against the new wave of like trap beat hip hop that was coming out. And I would just hear a trap beat and automatically shut off and be like, nah, don't like it.
Yeah.
But then I heard this song and I was like, wow,
Yeah, mate.
this has opened me up. Like I shouldn't really just focus on what the beat sounds like. I should listen on what the lyrics are.
Yeah, exactly.
And this song is so fucking gangster. I love it.
Actually, I had the same. I think because you introduced this EP to me. I had the same epiphany where I started to open my mind up more to the new age rap songs because of this EP and this song in particular. And I think there is. I have to disagree with you. I think there is quite a lot of depth through it.
I think there's so much depth. The fact that no one on Genius has been able to like sit down and properly annotate it.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's so straightforward. It's like,
No,
you know?
nah.
I'd have to disagree with you there, Chris. Even you couldn't come up with answers for some of those lines.
No, I don't know. It's just because I didn't feel like I had to say anything. It was so obvious, you know?
There's no assumptions, mate. As we learnt last week doing Cypress Hill,
That's
we
true.
cannot assume anything.
I'm just being defensive. That's all.
I'm gonna give it a 489.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
I do really love this. Helped me bring me into the world of the modern rap. You know, 90s will always still be the golden age, but there's great stuff that comes out all the time. And
all right, Big Al.
I'm going to give it a 400.
straight 400.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's fine. Yeah.
Cool. So they obviously don't have as much love as me.
Yeah, I think you
like
two definitely
yeah.
like it a lot more than we do.
Yeah, we have obviously
the-
some nostalgia
Yeah.
attached to it, and
There's
that's
a
fair.
lot of there's a lot of passion, and I respect that. I
It's
respect
a
it.
passionate song. He's talking about his fucking childhood, man.
Yeah, but you know what? Art is subversive, and you know, we're not all supposed. We all have different upbringings and lives, and there's
Yeah.
reasons why we all, you know, stick to things.
And that's the
And
enjoy
you,
things
and you
more.
guys clearly have an emotional connection to it, and that's fine. And
Isn't that the beauty of music, that we can all have different opinions on the one track?
Yeah,
But we do agree it's all positive all round, and you
Yeah.
should listen to it if you never have.
You should listen to the whole EP.
You could, yeah. It's
Hell Can Wait.
all of his albums, EPs are great, but this is still, I think, my favorite.
Yeah, most hard hitting that he's put out.
It's just tight. All right, I'm gonna call it a day.
We're going to call it a day.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Peace.
Ciao.
Joe.
Laters.